Joining us now, journalist Melissa Francis and president of the American Principles Project, Terry Schilling, who attended the address last night, and also partner and co-founder Flynn Zito Capital Management, Doug Flynn. All right, Terry, I'm going to start with you. You were in the room. You were there. What was your reaction to all of these things? And particularly, do you get the sense that the great American renewal has begun?
Well, thanks so much for having me, Katrina and Bob. This was such an exciting night. President Trump hit every note on key, and the American people are responding to it. CNN, fake news, CBS, they all showed that the American people supported his speech and his address. 69% by CNN and 76% by CBS. Those are very strong numbers for him. He talked about fixing the economy, but he also made the family a center point of his address and his policy agenda. It's very strong. I will tell you, I was on the Democratic side of the address last night. I was shocked at how childish that these Democrats act. They were hoopering and hollering and booing. It was so childish, and President Trump kept delivering those remarks so strongly. It was very, very good. I was so excited to be there and thankful for him that he's the president of the United States now.
Melissa, I want to get to you next, but first, we have a soundbite from President Trump last night talking more about his economic vision for America. I want to bring it up.
A major focus of our fight to defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. Very big part of our plan. We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board. And to get urgently needed relief to Americans hit especially hard by inflation, I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma.
Melissa, a lot of that seems like a lot of common sense, especially the no tax on tips. Democrat Kamala Harris, she ran on that just as well. He couldn't get anyone to stand up for it.
No, I mean, it's amazing. I never understood the tax on Social Security payments because you pay into Social Security. So isn't that double taxation, which our country, was founded against? But regardless, I love the idea of all of the different tax cuts. I didn't love it when he said tariffs will make America rich again, because that's, one of those things that can hurt consumers and producers. And it reminded me that he said he would offset some of those tariffs with more tax cuts, income tax cuts. So I just want to remind him he said that. And where are those tax cuts? The more, the better.
Yeah, interesting point there. Doug, your thoughts on all of this, particularly the economic angle of things?
Sure. I think, what keeps getting lost is the fact that if we have that there's a trade surplus, and for instance, like Mexico, we export 310 billion, we import 460 billion, so we have a negative $150 billion trade deficit. If you want to go head to head with us, they can only do that to the point of which we buy. So if anybody that we buy more from is going to lose. So at the end of the day, if you want to get into a tariff war, it's not pretty in the short run. It certainly can hurt consumers. Prices can go up until that money can get redirected, and other things can happen. But it's a no-win situation, especially for everyone else. And the fact is, we pretty much have that situation with virtually every country on earth. So it puts us in a pretty good negotiating power. Yeah. And at the end of the day, maybe we just get to zero, because if we're zero, then it's fair and we can go from there. But of course, nobody really wants to get it to zero. That's the real issue here.
I think in the long run with this tariffs thing, it's President Trump's point, there might be a little bit of a rocky road. It's to get production back within the United States, and consumers can have a choice when it comes to that. Got to leave it there, though. Melissa, Doug, Terry, good to see all three of you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.